Okay, so this is level 3 of Tunnels of Death. This can get a little tougher. So you see I'm going to start by doing all my prep here. And again, like I mentioned, the way they have it coded, Death Knights like to go after your mages. And typically I find they go for the mage that's the lowest on the list, which is Emmerich. She is in the 6th position, this group. Level 3 is actually pretty easy. It's very short but very intense. You get a lot of multi-mage fights in it. So here I got 3 mages. I'm going to go after the Reaper because his procs are just real more annoying than anything. And again, there's nothing wrong here with throwing individual hold monsters. I guess I'm just lazy, or like I said, it's kind of all RNG anyway. Either your stuff's going to land or their stuff's going to land. So right now I'm going to go into what I call Hail Mary mode, which is just where I'm throwing big bombs until I get the fight back under control. I could be throwing dispels and things of that nature, but I've mentioned this before where I feel like you kind of get into a circle of death where you dispel, hold. Seems like you never really get out of it. So here I have a moment of clarity. All my guys are live. Yep, they're all live. I'm going to go ahead and move in on these magicians. I'm going to debuff them. Or what I got here, a witch and a magician, a diviner and a magician. And I'm going to go ahead and hit them with mind rots. I got another witch there. So if I can't kill them before their holds pop, it'll be easier to hold them. You can see one of them's already open, but because I did mind rot him, it should be easier to hold him. But again, it's just, it's all RNG, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to hit him with 3 hold monsters because I do want to mind rot this witch here and get her prepped for when I have to hold her again. So you can see I had 3 hold monsters go off. They all just bounced right off the guy. So mind rot and all that's no guarantee. So I know that magician's going to heal, which gives him a chance to throw 2 chances to throw disruptive spells. Again, I'm just going to throw a mass hold here because I guess I'm lazy, or I just believe it's all RNG anyway. So kind of have a moment of clarity here. It looks like my thief and some of my mages are held, but excuse me, I've had a bit of a summer cold. What I'm going to be doing here again is just going into Hail Mary mode. I'm just going to throw big bombs and try to get the fight back under control. Let's go. My thief's going after their casket guy. Okay. Looks like all my mages are live. I'm going to go ahead and get back on this diviner. And my thief is live. This guy will be a little annoying, so I'm going to go ahead and banish him. Can't remember if I debuff that diviner or diviner or whatever it's called, but I'm going to go ahead and just debuff all 3 of the casters right now. And next turn I'm going to start burning down probably this Punisher because they have a very annoying proc. I think they proc fear or something of that nature. So this diviner's pretty much dead. I need to get Emmerich out of the way. Unfortunately, she is one of my necro people, but it is what it is. I can't have her sit there and get burned down. Go ahead and curse them, both of them, and if I'm lucky here, the magician will die from the acid rains as well. What the? Oh, somebody must. Oh yeah, the diviners have annoying proc too. So just goes to show you best laid plans. I got 2 mages live here. That's why I keep all my mages color coded because it is easier to figure out who's live and who's not. do not want my thief tearing up my mages, that's for darn sure. So, yeah, let's see if we can find one of my other guys. And I know both these guys are held, but I'm going to give them marching orders anyway, just out of practice, I guess. Okay, so the witch and the magician are off hold, but they're both hurting pretty bad. The magician's going to heal. The witch is going to throw some type of disruptive spell. And what I'm going to try to do here, because she is weak to thumb, is I'm going to try to just DPS through it. So we'll see what happens. Yep, we got her. Now the magician probably healed. Yep. Now I got the everybody's live. So again, I'm going to go back and just throw in some big bombs here to try to control the fight again. Okay, I have control of the fight again. I know I've already debuffed the magician. I believe she was cursed. I'm not 100% sure. It's kind of easy for me to lose track here, so I'm going to... Punishers are weak to acid. So I'm going to go ahead and hit some acid spheres on her. And I do find the acid sphere and curse acid kind of go off at the same speed. So really this is just luck if the curse lands first. So the Punisher's pretty much out of the picture. So is the Magician. The Punisher's just going to die to cleave. So I'm not really going to worry about it. I'm just going to focus on taking out this Reaper here. And he is weak to thumb, so I'm going to go ahead and debuff him and then hit him with some light darts. And at this point, this fight's pretty much over. It's all just academic. And like I said, this is a very short level. It is a little more intense because you see some more of the big majors. You see some more big caster fights. So here we have a death stool. This is part of the puzzle. You're in this area, might as well get it done first. And I find the stools bug my characters out, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. So she's going to die. He's going to pop this. I'm going to have her run home and have my tank regather everybody. And what I've discovered is that when somebody sits on a death stool, they can no longer enter anything, or they won't auto follow. And I'll show you what I mean by this. So you see I put her on follow. She doesn't move. I'll come in here, I double check my follow, still on follow, and I'll go off screen, and again, she doesn't move. So the only way to fix this is to log off and log back in. And that's just a bug whenever I sit on like a death stool or a death mushroom or whatever, my character stops following. So, of course, that's the typical bug. Now, for some reason, I don't know why, maybe this fight's coded a little differently. This next fight coming up, a lot of times I take a wipe here, and it should be a pretty standard fight, but just the witches seem to cast crowd control a lot. Maybe they're just coded that way, or maybe it's just this fight. But you see, I'm going to go ahead and fully prep all my guys here, getting ready for a hard fight. And again, I'm going to go after the Reaper. They're just kind of a joke. Their proc's not really that. It's more annoying than anything, I guess is the best way to put it. And we'll see what happens here. See, I can already tell by how slow they were casting. They were going for a mass crowd control. And I'm kind of okay. Looks like all my mages are live except for one. So I will try to go ahead and hit her with just the individual hold. And yeah, I do realize some of my guys are held, but I've discussed this before where misclick there. If you try to dispel and you just kind of get in the circle where it just seems like all you do is dispel and re-crowd control, dispel, re-crowd control. So I do have a moment of clarity here. All my guys are live. None of theirs is live. I'm going to start working on this Death Knight. To me, because Death Knights throw AMA and I have 4 mages, they're my biggest threat. So I always try to get rid of them without actually hitting them. So this witch will hold a little bit longer. I think I got one more round on this witch. Not sure. Nope, she's live now. She will heal, so I can go ahead and not necessarily worry about holding her, but finishing off this DK. And then, if I land a hold, great. If I don't, I don't. Because I know this turn she's not doing anything anyway. I got the hold. Oh, I got it before she healed. That's pretty amazing. And moving on this switch. And like I said, Reapers are kind of a joke. I'm not overly concerned about them. Don't want to bang it on my mages or anything, but their proc is just, it's more annoying than anything. And here, everything is weak to Thom that's left, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw Wrath of the Gods just to kind of hit everything on the board. So those Reapers are live. They may be a little mad at my mages right now, so I'm going to... oh, and she's live too. So I'm going to see if I can't hold her individually and then throw some of my bigger bombs in terms of crowd control. Wow, she didn't heal. I'm really surprised. Maybe witches don't heal. I don't know. Now I'm going to go ahead and move in on these Reapers now. And just pretty standard stuff at this point. This fight's over. I'm going to debuff both of them so my melee hit them harder. And I'm just going to throw Wrath of the Gods to damage both of them. Mainly because I'm just too lazy to click individual light darts and all that kind of stuff. But you can see the Wogs doing pretty good damage to him. So that Reaper's down. That Reaper, nope, he lived, but my melee will take him off. So again, I'll take this opportunity to renew my defensive spells on my mages. So I did manage to get through that without wiping. It's just like I said, I've taken a lot of wipes at that fight. I don't know why. So I always over prepare for it. Still good. That sweet rank cleave rank 1. And this is another fight like earlier ones where what I'm going to attempt to do is push the diviners or diviners, I don't know how to pronounce it, into the middle with the melee and hopefully get them all to stick with mass hold. We'll see what happens. All right, it was pretty solid. Diviners are weak to acid, so I'm going to go ahead and use my tanks to curse one and then start cursing these melee. And basically, I'm just going to try to melt them all at this point. I've only got 2 rounds before the mass hold pops off the diviners. I'm just going to say diviners from now on. And I should be able to melt this one in the process. I do see some guys are kind of beat up, and they did take a poison barrage. So, we got a spell book on there. I'm always tempted to look at it, but I'm going to go ahead and start working on this guy with melee. And I'm going to start burning these guys down. Looks like there's 2 of them up there. And just want to make sure this diviner goes down. So I'm going to hit it with its own acid sphere. And I'll go ahead and clear up whatever's going on with my guys. Yep. Now, this diviner will pop. Yeah, and he's high enough he's not going to heal, which means he's going to throw something disruptive. I'm just going to see if I can DPS through this. I don't know. He's still kind of pretty high up. Hopefully I can land this curse before the acid spheres go off. Yeah, should be able to drop him this turn. We'll see what happens. Held my thief. It's kind of something I don't want to get stuck in where I'm just trying to DPS through their heals every turn. So my guys with demon strokes, I will have them throw acid spheres, but my other guys are going to try to hold it to get it under control. Because see, they are just healed right back up to full again, and I just don't want to spend the whole fight chasing this one guy around. So here you can see the DK has gone live. Go ahead and burn that DK down. Hit him with 2 acid spheres, and then see if they can't hold this Diviner. The Diviner's not going to do anything this turn except heal, which again is just, no, they actually didn't heal. I'm surprised. Okay, what happened here? Did AMA go off? Because he should be dead. No, he's dead anyway, so. A lot of books on the ground, but none of them were anything good, so. My guys are looking a little banged up here, probably from poison. This, like I said, where I'd like to have a Ned's Blessing so I could pop it to clear all the poisons, because now I'm going to have to go through and basically individually clear all their poisons. Which just, it's more of a hassle than anything. And this next fight should be the final fight of the dungeon. Like I said, no, that was actually the last fight. So, like I said, level 3 is pretty short and sweet. So here, so I've already done part of the puzzle. Now, I've made the mistake before of using the key on the door here, and what actually happens when you do that is you lock the door and you have to start the puzzle all over again. So, and I have seen a lot of good stuff in this chest, so let's see what we get. And we get nothing, but again, I'll pick everything up just because this dungeon gets expensive to run. So you can see level 3 is very short and sweet outside of the bug that causes you to relog. And that's it for level 3, and I'll be filming level 4 shortly. Thank you.